What's up, YouTube family? How you doing? Denzel here. Hey, the weather's not great. It's rainy out. Family's home. It's Labor Day. You might hear some noise. Forgive me, but I'm making a commitment. I said I was going to bring you value every single day, and that's what I'm going to do. So up on the board, here's an illustration. Here's an example of velocity banking for a college student at Florida International University. Alright, so this just goes to show no matter what college you go to, no matter how old you are, how young you are, you can start velocity banking, you can start improving your finances, and you can make a difference, my friend. Okay, YouTube family, let's go. Right? Income, $1,800 a month. Expenses, $1,500. Okay, they have a debt, $30,500, and a cash flow of about $300. Okay, so not too bad, not too bad. All right. What are the first steps? What do we need to solve for? Cash flow, like I always say, right? Using our own income, how do we increase that? How do we better our situation, our financial household? How do we do it? Okay, you already know which one I like to attack first, and that's the W-4, simply because it's free, simple to do, and it's quick. I can get my cash next pay period, right? So that's as simple as just filling out the allowances, print that W-4 off the IRS.gov. The IRS.gov even has a calculator to calculate your taxable withholdings for the amount of money that you make. Okay? So it makes it that much simpler. So you know exactly how much you should be paying in taxes, right? And that'll help you increase your take-home pay throughout the year. The second move, checking account promotion, right? We want to split up what we're going to be chunking per month. And when we do that, this allows us to really manage our cash. We know exactly how much money we're using for velocity banking and how much we need to keep in cash to pay certain expenses. Okay? You know, every velocity banking situation is going to be different. It's not all going to be the same. Every situation I look at, I try to put myself into their shoes and see what I would do so that I don't mess up or I don't fall into the Peter to pay Paul method or any other, method that's not as effective or not going to give me the results that I need right away. So with the checking account promotion, that's another really easy one. Chase, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, TD Bank, all of them. You just Google it, 2018 checking account promotions, and you'll see them anywhere from like as low as $50 to as high as like $250 just for opening up a checking account, right? Depositing $500 or more within 60 days, 30 days, 90 days, whatever the terms are. Read it, right? Do it, and that's extra cash flow, anywhere from like 100 to 250. It's a one time, but hey, that's free money, so that'll increase my cash flow very nicely. And then last but not least, we want to get that debt weapon, that personal line of credit, that business line of credit, that credit card, maybe, depending on your situation. Okay, for this situation, for this college student that I'm working with, they already possess a debt weapon. Okay, they have a credit card. Currently they owe this much. I know as I'm recording this video the number is less, but this is when they first approached me. This is how much debt they currently have. Okay, and it's at 0% interest right now, so that's also really, really good that they have that. So that's a good debt weapon to velocitize, right? So here are my numbers. All I did was I figured out how much they spent on gas, food, tolls. I added their cash flow, and the credit card payment, the monthly payment that they're making to the card already. Added it all up, and I got this number. 1076. $1,076 will get chunked. Boom. To lower this balance, to cut off the interest from accruing, and push the due date out further. Anywhere from 30 to 60 days. Pushing it out. Okay? Now, what goes out is the gas, the food, the tolls. And what stays in is the cash flow and the credit card payment that they would have already paid to the account. It stays in there so that it keeps the balance down, right? And it keeps the interest from accruing even more, right? What's nice is this thing's at 0%, so this thing's gonna get paid off quickly, right? And I did 2 months in my math is when this debt will be paid off, right? Because they would have made 2 chunk payments of 1076, right? Boom, boom, right? What went out is 580 to pay gas, food, and tolls. So I used my income to pay a debt. I used the same debt to pay my expenses, right? My cash flow, 496. The reason why it's not 300 is we already had a cash flow of 300. The credit card payment that they're making is $50, right? And for this person particularly, they have an extra like $140, $150 that they kind of like throw towards all other debts that they have. This person's got other credit cards, they have student loans, right? So they have this extra 150. Who knows if they're using that to spend it on going out, having fun, the movie theaters, dinner, right? If we took that to stuff it into the card first, then go to the movies, then go have dinner and pay for food and things like that, that would be more effective. You know what I mean? So, do that. 2 months, this original debt would be paid off, but you still would have to keep using the card to pay your expenses that you have, right? Which is why I wrote here that after 2 months, the debt becomes revolving for the next 2 months, right? Where it'll just be you're using the card to pay your expenses and you're just paying yourself back. You're not doing velocity banking at this point. You're just using a card and paying it back in 30 days. Using the card, paying it back in 30 days. There's no debt being killed there. When that occurs, right, is when we, boom, go to the next debt. All right, so I shaved $2,500 off in less than 5 months, right? So that would be at 28,000, 27,000 or so. We tackle the next credit card. This particular situation, they have another credit card that's at like $800-900. That's a one-time chunk. Boom, right there. Right? Because their cash flow is up $50 more, right? They're no longer paying $50 to that debt. So their cash flow went up 50. W-4's filled out. They got their checking account promotion deal reward, right? They hit that next card, kill that, and then the big one, which would be the student loans. Now I'm not going to go over that in this video because I just wanted to show the start, right? The most important thing of velocity banking is how do I start? I had a wonderful conversation today with one of my loyal subscribers, right? You know who you are, I won't shout you out, but we were just talking and they had a question for me and they were like, Denzel, the videos are really good, they're really clear, but how do I start? Okay? as you watch more of these examples that I put out throughout the week, you'll see everyone's at a different level, right? You don't want to compare yourself to this. You just want to look at it and see, I see what he did. He tackles cash flow first, right? We don't try to save our money. We don't try to invest our money. We don't spend our money or waste it. We use it, right? Kill that debt quickly, effectively. Meanwhile, I never lose my cash flow in the process, right? What I mean by that is, check it out. Look, if an emergency happens for this person, right? This debt, this credit card, okay, becomes their savings account. It becomes their emergency fund. It becomes their way to invest, right? It becomes, if something goes down, they gotta help mom out, help dad out, help the brother, the sister. They got a bunch of books they gotta pay for college, or LSAT, whatever it is, the next course that they gotta pay for. They would pay it from the credit, use the income to pay you back, keep going, and use the credit again to pay your expenses and keep living. And you never pay interest in the process, and you never lose your cash flow, okay? So, I hope this helps. Quick video laying out another nice example of velocity banking for college students. If you attend FIU and you're watching this, hey, reach out to me. I'll help you out. I'm here. I'm available. For my loyal subscribers, I'm talking to you. You've been watching me for some time now. You need to fill out that form that I have in the description. Okay? If you are in need of financial help, you want me to throw your numbers on the board, I will do it. I don't mention names. I won't throw you out there, This is just to show that these are real people, real examples, real numbers, real results. Come on. Can I preach? Please. All right. Enjoy. Have a good day. Thank you. See you next time tomorrow.